money is important because it's a tool, but I'm not incentivized to just make money. I'm incentivized to get the money I need to use it as a tool, because I take money and use it to try to invest in the things that I feel are worth investing in, whether that be personal, future, financial investments. Like, money is a tool. It's not the goal. It's a tool. And so you gotta use money, not just have a goal of getting money. When I first started making music, the idea of being a podcast, it wasn't even a thing. There were no podcasts. One of the things about me around that time frame when I first started trying to make music was that I was finishing up undergrad. I went to Winston-Salem State. That was when I first really started to record myself, understand like, oh, I could maybe actually be good at this thing. And the one thing that always stood out from day one that I always had consistent feedback about was my voice. Man, you got a good voice. People wouldn't have much else to say good about the music, but they'll be at least like, got a good voice. That's typically how stuff go, man. Hey man, you gotta learn to pat yourself on the back, man. That's one of the keys to this thing. When I was making music, I also was entering the professional world. You know, at that young of an age, I definitely, just even going to college was, I applied to 3 schools, got into 1. So that was just like, thankfully, honestly, if I didn't have the friend group I had at the time in high school, I don't know what that would have ended up being, but ended up at Winston-Salem State, had a phenomenal experience, and would highly recommend not just an HBCU, but you know, one like Winston-Salem State was a unique experience. It was small enough. It was just definitely a nice familial sort of community vibe on the campus. I got what I needed out of that experience. When you start to look at like, okay, I'm early professional. At that time, you talking 2009, recession, right? And I'm a rebel. I'm like, man, I don't want to work in corporate America. I don't want to go somewhere where they'll make me dress a certain way, shave my beard, have to look a certain way. I didn't want any of that, so I just strayed away from it altogether. I think that was a mistake, but we'll talk about that in more detail down the line. So creatively, professionally, I'm trying to make music. I'm trying to have that freedom to be able to pursue that, to pursue that to the best of my ability at the time. Me and my boy Hill. Professionally, I didn't go for, you know, the traditional, money was never a motivating factor. Like, money is important because it's a tool, but I'm not incentivized to just make money. I'm incentivized to get the money I need to use it as a tool, because I take money and use it to try to invest in the things that I feel are worth investing in, whether that be personal, future, financial investments. Like, money is a tool. It's not the goal. It's a tool. And so you gotta use money, not just have a goal of getting money, but we have to talk about that later too.